they don't respect you enough in order to step over those boundaries, or they don't respect themselves enough. It may have nothing to do with you. So, how do you keep respectful boundaries? Start by keeping them for yourself. Hi, my name's Debbie Gray. I am a hypnotherapist and mind transformation coach. So, the topic for today is boundaries. Do you have boundaries that you feel safe and comfortable within? Or do you allow everybody to just walk all over you? You would need boundaries because it defines where one relationship ends and where another begins. I mean, something that a lot of us are guilty of is not setting boundaries and allowing people to take advantage of situations and then turning around surprised and be like, oh my word, I can't believe they spoke to me like that. The fact that they felt comfortable to address you in a certain way, it means that you haven't expressed your boundaries, or they don't respect you enough in order to step over those boundaries, or they don't respect themselves enough. It may have nothing to do with you. Because for the most part, things that are going on with other people are their own dramas. Self-care, again, a necessity. And I would say that boundaries fit in with that category. My interpretation of boundaries is when people choose not to see that you have a world outside of their needs. I mean, with children, we teach our children how to treat us. We teach everybody how to treat us. But how many times have you found that your child disrespects you and you don't pull them in on it? Or you don't say that you disapprove of it? What is that basically teaching your child? That they can continue to disrespect you, that they continue to take advantage of you. The same example can be made in every single area of any relationship with anybody that you have. Boundaries with your parents, with your spouse, with the person you're dating, with your children, with family members, with siblings, with colleagues, with associates. Basically, boundaries, as far as I'm concerned, are a necessity in the functioning world. If you don't set healthy boundaries, again, which shows where a relationship ends and where another starts, then it's normally within human nature to step over without realizing, for the most part. I mean, of course, there'll always be advantageous people. Of course, there'll always be those that plead ignorance. However, for the most part, people don't realize when they're taking advantage. They really don't. Whilst it festers within you, the other parties may not know what it is that's bothering you or why you've suddenly got your back up. So to start setting healthy boundaries, start with you. Start with small steps that start with you. So there always has to be a cutting point. There has to be a point where you say, enough is enough. This is not healthy for me, or this is not working for me. Communicate the issue or start acting in a way that you want people to treat you. And again, I will repeat it. We teach people how they should treat us. And although we may do it absent-mindedly, we are at fault and we do play a part in what we allow from others. So my advice is take simple steps to encourage healthy boundaries that work well for you. Doesn't have to be extreme, just small little steps, small little tangible steps that will show people how you wish to be treated, and more importantly, that will be comfortable with you, and you will understand that these are boundaries that you should have set up previously and that you're a lot more comfortable with it. This rule applies to bullies. This rule applies to anybody that has an overbearing, overpowering ego. Because at the end of the day, they won't recognize the fact that you need to take care of yourself before you can take care of anybody else. And in order to get the best out of yourself, you have to give the best to yourself every time, without a doubt.